Hello my friends and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Now today is the 30th, I think. Yep, the 30th of June 2022, and it is a Thursday, the day of Jupiter, the day of expansion. What an interesting kind of day. After this new moon transit that we've had. This new moon in Cancer has really given us an opportunity to reevaluate how it is that we feel. How do we feel at home? How do we feel? What does being at home mean to us? And how can we really encapsulate that sense of being at home wherever we are? You know, we don't have to seek any external validation for that. So I feel like that's been really interesting. Wow, there's some maturity that's occurring there. Okay, so I mean, there's no major transits that are going on today. We're just kind of recovering from that new moon, or kind of sitting within that space. So let me get on with the reading. I'm reading with the Tripping Weight Tarot, and I'll also be clarifying with the Prism Oracle. Okay, let's get into today's reading. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start again. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate to the collective today? One of you mentioned about the 7 spiritual laws of success, which I follow. Today is the law of intention and desire. List intentions, release and surrender to the universe, and living in the moment. There are like 3 affirmations that usually come with each of these, each of the days, or each of the laws. So yeah, today is about intention, and about what we want, and also it just really is synonymous with Jupiter as well. Wow. 2 aces reversed. The world is reversed. So this means that the battle is still not over yet. But it's wow, justice is the right way up this time. So there's been some recalibrations. Look at this King and Queen here. Queen of Pentacles and King of Cups. Interesting. It's almost like they're in their opposite elements. Yeah, the King is really at home in Pentacles, and the Queen is very at home in Cups. I mean, there's quite a bit of people here. there's a few people here. So let's see. Wow. Okay, what's going on here? This is a very interesting energy. Very interesting energy. What can I tell? Bottom of the deck energy is, wow. The Emperor reversed. So we've got 2 counterparts here. We've got, and we've also, okay, I definitely sense that. There's definitely like a release. There's a release of emotion. Yeah, absolutely. So it's almost like something's been let out of the bag. And it's interesting because we have the Emperor and the Empress reversed, but we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups upright, which says to me that on the surface, things are all right. But not even that, actually. There are things that are happening that cause people to act a certain way, or there's either a sense of jealousy that's going on from certain people. I get it, right. So what it is this is healing. This is healing of wounds. This is what I thought. Okay, so this is almost ancestral healing of both parties. The King of Cups is healing, and I don't know, even well, both of them are healing, but it's almost like they're healing their mother and their father wounds, these two characters, these two people. And they're doing it with kind of such gusto and attack, because there's been a lack of kind of sexual energy or creative energy. And then there's also been a lack of emotional energy. There's been an actual like dampening down on it. And all of a sudden it's kind of burst forward, which is why we saw the Eight of Swords reversed underneath the deck just then. And then also we've got this 4 as well, this 4 of Pentacles. And for me, that says that this is a divine kind of happening. It's supposed to happen this way. Almost like there has been unfinished cycles. This could also be karmic cycles. I'm seeing a couple here that are having to work through things. Now, it's not necessary that they are together. They may be friends, good friends, but I do get a sense of brother and sister here. Like, because these two here just tell me that I've just got a feeling of not the greatest mother and not the greatest father. This is what I feel here. Not the greatest childhood, really. I mean, we don't have the 6 of Cups, but this says to me that these are patterns that have kind of come through. But almost like these two kind of really, they understand what they need to do, and they understand that they can't continue the patterns that have occurred throughout life. They can't continue, or throughout maybe ancestral work. I'm definitely seeing like some kind of ancestral trauma. It could be a couple that are going through like working out their problems and then realizing that they've got like some deep ancestral trauma that's held within the mother or the father figure. But there's definitely something that's affecting relationships here. Actually, no, not really yes, actually, relationships. But I feel more karma. I feel like it's more to do with, and when you're engaging in karma, you're engaging with, relationships with other people, aren't you? So, but this is big because, with with Justice and the World reversed, these two also reversed. Justice is the right way up. So that's telling me that that's exactly what needs to happen in order for this cycle to start being completed. But these two need to be healed first. And these are like the archetypal sense of yourself. So the divine female, the divine male, and they're both askew. They're not in line. But because the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups are the right way up, it says to me that these two actually know what they've got to do. They may know that they've got some work to do. They may know that they've got some healing to do. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised considering like what's happened with this new moon in Cancer. This has been an intense moon. I don't know why, like I had such an urge to listen to Claire de Lune by Debussy. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I listened to it like for a while this morning. Just listened to that piano, just soothing my heart. Because there's this like almost like a kind of attack with the thoughts. So it's like there's this, why am I not having this creative energy? Why am I not having this abundance of love? Why am I not feeling this? And it's almost like he's pulled the plug, and then we've got this, this 4. And it's interesting that these swirls are very similar to the Justice. So it's like it had to happen. It's so interesting how these two characters look very similar, but he looks obviously, yeah, I mean, he doesn't look that friendly, but she's just kind of like, sup, it is what it is. But yeah, Wow. That's quite a powerful reading, actually. I'm not surprised because of the of the moon. And also with the Neptune retrograde, it's allowing you to see the reality, not be so kind of swamped by the vision of it all, by the dreams of it all. Yeah, I mean, it's coming undone. You've got like these two, and it's working its way through. It's definitely working its way through. It's interesting. I really see a Wheel of Fortune style energy as well. Success. It was reversed. I don't think this is far off, being successful. I think this is the way. Like, The Obstacle is the Way. That's a really cool book by Ryan Holiday. I think I cried incessantly during that book because I thought this book is describing so many things in my life that kind of make me feel that you know, I'm trying to do so much, or that I'm doing a lot, and it just seems like I'm kind of like headbutting. But it is actually through that you kind of get through that. You get through the pain, get through, you know, become stronger, become more of who you are, become more of who you're meant to be. But this intense healing has to occur, and it's both sides, the mother and the father. It's not just the mother. It's both. And I'm not saying. It's more about, as I said, like, it's more about what the roles that these particular archetypes or people play in your life. Like, you may not have had your mother or father there, but this is really, like, I'm not playing this down, but it's like empty houses in the chart. You know, they have a significant play on your personality. But just because they're empty and they're not there, or there's no planets residing in them, doesn't mean that they're not important. My first house it covers 2 star signs. Like, it's massive. There's nothing in there. There's nothing. It's like, but it's very important to me. The same, like, in the respective absences. The absence is just as powerful as the influence of what could have been if something was present. Particularly if that thing is needed. And in order to kind of go through that, you have to realize that. I think if we ignore that notion and think that it doesn't matter, I think we're doing ourselves a detriment. We're missing a trick, basically. We're missing a massive part of the puzzle. So I just feel like there's this learning process that's going on, particularly with this justice. Yeah, that Clair de Lune is really, really strong in my mind. I can hear that piano. And it's not even, like, usually I'd get quite emotional about it, but I'm not getting emotional. This is about, like, transmuting that pain into something. And that's what these are about. You want to turn them the right way up. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been there. You would have got other cards that would have, like, said about pain and hurt. But this is like, right, you're ready to go to the crux of the situation and kind of attack the issues that are connected with these 2 archetypes within your life. And it's interesting how it's like balance of the male, the female and the male. Interesting how I like see, because they're just intertwining. They're just working together. Because you need to unlock this creativity. If you don't have, like, this creative drive, you can get very, very depressed. Same with here as well, this lack of love. This is like loneliness, and this is like absolute demotivation. So yeah, and you're like, no, I've had enough. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want any of that to be part of me. And it's actually, you're attacking what is not making you successful. Like, you're like, no, I'm going to sort this out. Yeah. Wow, that took a bit of time to reveal to me, but it's because it's quite deep. Oh gosh, intense, but good, good. Like a cold shower. I hope you liked that reading. I did. If you did like it, please do like this video. Please do subscribe for more. I've just done a pick a card on the inner child. Please do watch it if you are interested in this work. It's deep work, but it's fabulous. Makes you all shiny and golden and new. Take care, my darlings. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.